Hey you guys, this is Shanita. I appreciate you stopping by for another video. So I am here today because I put out a question to you guys wondering if you wanted to see the leave-in conditioners in my stash, very similar to the deep conditioner stash videos I did a couple of months ago, and you all said yes, you wanted to see it, so I've decided to do it. I don't know about you, but I am hunkered down at home anyway, with this virus running rampant, and thought that it would be a good time to do these videos. So I'm going to show you just a few items at a time, the leave-in conditioners that I have in my stash, and I'm going to give you a very brief review on them and tell you what I think about them, if I've even used them before or if I remember. And then I'm going to ask you to tell me if anything that I showed you that you have used, and I want to know your opinion about it. If you've never heard of it before, or if you're interested in using it, or I just want to know your opinion on the leave-ins that I'm going to show you. So some of these are new, some of them are older. So if I don't have a good recollection of what these was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you that I don't remember, and then if you have recently used it, then you can tell me what it was like. So same rules as before. As I take these off of my shelf, I'm gonna show them to you, and I'm gonna put them on the other side of the room, and that way when I bring out new ones, I won't be repeating the same leave-ins. If it happens, I try to really group them by brand. So if it happens that I show you one in the next few days that I showed you today, then just know that that leave-in is an additional one. It absolutely will not be the same one that I showed you before. I hope you understood what I was trying to say. So let's jump right into this. If you are new to my videos, thank you so much for stopping by. As you've heard, that is what I'm going to do. If you are interested in seeing these leave-ins or interested in my deep conditioner stash, then subscribe to the video down below so that you can find out what we're going to be doing in these episodes, and then you can go back and also check out the deep conditioner stash videos. They were a lot of fun. So let's jump into it, you guys. First up, I have Unicurl's leave-in conditioner. This is their daily moisturizing spray, and these I know for sure I got around Black Friday. Tried these for the first time. I'm about half done with this one. This is a very good spray. It is I want to say aloe vera based. It is aloe vera based. Almost all of their products are aloe vera based instead of water, which is excellent because it is just an upgrade from regular old water, aloe vera in itself being so moisturizing. I bought one of these on Black Friday, and I believe the week following she had a $10 sale, so all the products were $10, and I went and got another one because I really like this one. I don't use this as a leave-in by itself. If I use it as a leave-in, then I generally have to put a more thicker leave-in on top of it. I can use it as a refresher spray though. So during the week, if I'm not going to wash my hair and I need to, retwist or something, I can use this and just spray a little on and then retwist. Very good leave-in conditioners. I know a lot of people got these around Black Friday, so I know some of you have them, and I want to know what you think about them. This is also one of the new ones I bought from Honey's Handmade. This is the coconut milk, coconut butter, and honey leave-in hair lotion. And there is another one of these somewhere in my collection, I know for sure. They ran these 3 for $10 a couple of weeks ago, and I got 2 sets of them. And I have opened the first one, and I did like it very much. It is very moisturizing. I was able to use it on wet hair, and I've also used it on dry hair. I had one wash day that went just haywires, and all the moisture had absorbed out of my hair before I got a chance to style. So I was able to take this leave-in and just put it right back on top of my dry hair, and it soaked right in. Every conditioner, you cannot do that. You can't use all leave-ins on dry hair. That's what I love about Honey's Handmade products. They are thin enough and they have just the right kind of consistency and moisture that you can use it on wet or dry hair and get excellent results. So really, really like this one. I'm really glad that I caught that sale because this was the first time I tried that and I really, really loved it. And I know one or at least one or two of you were able to get this during that sale because I came on and let you know that it was on. So let me know what you think about that. Speaking of leave-in sprays, I have Avocado Curlifik Moisture Rich leave-in. And this is from the Avocado line that they put out for textured hair. And this one, just like the Unicurl one, I can't use it by itself as a leave-in. It's not enough moisturizing. The spray is in and of itself a moisturizing spray. Very, very moisturizing, but I can't use it alone. I generally have to put something on top of it. The one thing I love about Avocado's products is they include amino acids and a little bit of protein so that you're getting some moisture and strength in one bottle. And you can definitely use it as a refresher spray as well. And I typically always spray this if I'm going to use a blow dryer or if I'm going to put any kind of heat, direct heat on my hair at all, because it moisturizes but strengthens those strands so that you don't get a lot of breakage from that. Another fairly newbie is the Eden Body Works Essentials from their Citrus Fusion line, the conditioner. And I put this in with these because it said that you could use it as a rinse out conditioner or leave-in. I had never used this before and I still have not used it yet. But I was kind of curious about something happened with this. Oh, I remember. I squeezed some of this onto my hand and I remember rubbing it in and saying that it felt very moisturizing, but I didn't see a lot of sheen. It wasn't shiny on my skin at all. And so I was kind of confused about this. And one of you told me to use it as a pre-poo, that you used it that way. So I did not forget that. When I try it as a leave-in or conditioner, if it doesn't work, then I know that I have the option to use it as a pre-poo. And for you guys, think about that as well as you are using your conditioners, or if you got a leave-in that you think, you know, it's not going to be enough moisture to hold during the week, you can always repurpose them and use them for something else. And a pre-poo is a very good way to use it, especially if it's moisturizing. Just put it in, detangle your hair, and then just rinse it back out when you wash. I have Naturel Bioterra Renew Leave-In Silky Milk. I've had this one quite a bit. This is the natural line that Sally's has. It is, the brand is a dupe for the Matrix Biolodge company that I love so much. And so they did this leave-in milk to this line, and it is this is the line that has all natural ingredients, is what I'm trying to say. So it is 97% natural, and this one has honey and goji berry, and I use this one almost exclusively as a refresher. But as you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. I really like it. There's no particular time when I would use this one over, say, one of the other spray leave-ins. All of these that I show you are very moisturizing, which is the reason I keep them. If I try them and I don't like them, I just take them back. I take them back. And so these usually just depends on which one I'm able to get to first, or there is a difference in, say, if I need something that's very, very clear liquid like this one is, as opposed to this one that does have a milky consistency. It is tad bit thicker and has that opaque color. So just depends on how much moisture I really need. I have from the Hibiscus Honey line at Eden Body Works their Curl Hydration Conditioner. And this one as well, I believe that can be used as a leave-in or a rinse out. And I used it as a leave-in. I'm fairly certain I did. No, this one is a leave-in. Sorry, it's not a rinse out at all. This one is meant to be a leave-in. It says it instantly works to strengthen, detangle, and protect strands, enhances natural softness, boosts curl, and tames frizz. Generously apply on damp hair concentrating mid shaft down to the ends. So yes, this is very good. So this particular one I have used before. I have the hydration custard that also goes to this line, which I like very, very much, but this is a very, very good leave-in. I do tend to use this one when I use the Eden Body Works custard. For some reason, this is the only one I tend to only use with the rest of the items in the collection that is for. I don't know, psychological. I don't know why I do that. Okay, and then there's the Miel Organics Moisturizing Avocado Hair Milk. I know everybody has this one. This is an oldie but goodie. It is the hair milk in the original Miel Organics line that is super, super moisturizing. This one can be used as a moisturizer, also just as a leave-in, and it is 100% natural. All the amazing moisturizing ingredients your heart can hold. You can use this with any other brand, with any other product. It is a magnificent milk. I have also used say a leave-in, not a leave-in, a styler or a custard when I was styling my hair, and then realized 2 or 3 days in, again, my hair has that shine. It looks like it's moisturized, but it's not, which means it's really just not hydrated. And I can take a dab of this and put it on top of my hair and retwist, and this goes right into the hair strands and enable me to get a few more days out of my hair. This has amazing ingredients, and I've never heard a bad word about this. I think everybody loves this one. I'm about done with these two. See, this is the trouble. Like, all of these new brands come out with something and I want to try it, and I've got to get around to finishing up the last little bit of these leave-ins. Camille Rose, I have the coconut water leave-in detangling hair treatment. You know, these are absolutely sources of gold. This is probably the best leave-in in the entire world. It is not a cheap leave-in. It is 8 ounces, but it is so ultra potent and so concentrated. You only need a little bit. I have actually over moisturized my hair with this leave-in conditioner. I used this the last time that I did a wash and go, and I put a very stronghold gel on top of it. But because I used so much, not so much, an average size amount of leave-in conditioner, but an average size of a regular leave-in conditioner would be a lot for this one, because you only need a little bit. And then when you're so used to being heavy-handed and then you go in and use this heavy-handed, you're going to have a problem. It's literally going to be too moisturizing. So you have to remember when you pick this up to almost use half the amount of what you would use for a regular leave-in conditioner. So I did that wash and go, and I had to take it out in about 2 days because it was so fluffy. The definition did not hold because I had so much moisture in it, and it just overwhelmed the gel, and I didn't have any hold in it. That was the first time I'd ever experienced that. Like, typically we want wash and goes that are moisturizing and you want them to be big and fluffy, but that was the first time I experienced the fact that this is so moisturizing you can overuse it. It is from their coconut water line, for anybody who has not seen it before, which I find that hard to believe. And it says here, it's concentrated leave-in treatment for shiny, silky, soft hair. If you want a leave-in that is a bang for your buck, it is going to give you soft, moisturized, just like it says, silky hair, and you're gonna get your money's worth. It's gonna be around a while. This is what you want. You can use it in absolutely any hairstyle, any hair types. It could be a leave-in all. It covers all situations. So remember that. And also, you guys, do you remember when I did my curl box video, and it was the Comet Biologics box, and I realized that they'd sent me 2 cleansers and did not send me a leave-in? Well, I called Curlbox and let them know that I got 2 cleansers, I didn't get a leave-in, and they just refunded the money because they were all out of the products. Well, I mentioned that mishap on a commit Instagram post, just mentioning it. I really had no intentions of getting anything. It was just something I was mentioning, how bummed I was that I wasn't able to get the leave-in because I wanted to use it with the twisting butter and use it all together. Well, how about they sent me the leave-in? I got a full-size amount of the Moringa tree conditioning ghee. I was ecstatic. I was not expecting that. That was the sweetest thing ever. So we've got to redo the video where I use that twisting butter, because now I want to use it with the leave-in that it was intended to be used for. This is a detangling leave-in moisturizer, you know, sort of item where you can detangle with it. It is meant to be a leave-in conditioner, and it also is super moisturizing. It actually says on here it can be used as a leave-in conditioner, as a detangler, to use as a heat protectant on straightening your hair, and as a deep conditioner. I had no idea that that was an option. Apply generously to wet hair. You can leave in for 5 to 20 minutes, comb through, and rinse out. Oh my gosh. I love that. That is the benefit to natural hair companies. If you find that a product can't be used one way, you can always try it for something else. So say if I use this as a leave-in and it's not enough moisture for a leave-in, then I can probably put this in a bowl, maybe add some more moisturizing oils, and make myself a deep conditioner. Love that. You're going to find in 2020, I am no longer buying products that contain silicones and parabens and mineral oil and petroleum. In my stash over the years, I have collected a lot of products that I've always tried to stay away from mineral oil and petroleum, but some of them do have silicones in it. You know, I either bought it on sale or I bought it because somebody said it was a great buy, and a lot of them really do well. There is situations that calls for silicones. My hair does better when I have some silicones in it. Say heat styling, for instance. Putting the silicones on my hair in those instances seals down my hair so that the humidity doesn't cause it to poof up. And if I'm not going to be wearing that style for very long, then that is what I can use that for. But I have enough of those, and all of that to say I'm not going to be purchasing those items in the future. Over this past couple of months, I have absolutely discovered that my hair is very much conformed to what the black owned companies are doing with their products. They know what they're doing. That's why they're in business. That's why they're doing their own thing, because they know what works. My hair loves those products that are all natural, that do not consist of all the junk and gunk, and those that are from these smaller companies that are hand whipping up their products, or those that might have a team that is working with them, but those that are just not industrial size, not manufacturing, those that are really smaller companies that are using pure natural ingredients. I've seen the proof for myself. I am a believer. So I will no longer purchase items that has silicones in them. Now, if I show you some, then that means I already had it. And so I am at this point trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the items. Am I going to keep them all and try to use them up? Am I going to, give them away? Right now I'm kind of in limbo about what I'm going to do with that. So that's my next project. But here is OGX. So this is the Replenishing and Water Cream Hydrating Treatment. I bought this because I used an item from them that had hyaluronic acid in it and became obsessed with hyaluronic acid. I started learning about it, and I learned how good it was for your skin and for your hair. I actually went out and bought a pure bottle of 100% hyaluronic acid to add in some of my skincare products, all because this was so good. I don't know if OGX is even still doing this line or not, But I have this one, and I also have something called a leave-in balm from the same brand. This hyaluronic acid is so, you know how clay is supposed to have this like magnet where it pulls out all the gunk and it pulls out 1,000 times more than its weight. I feel like this is the opposite end of the spectrum. This stuff is so moisturizing. The ingredient in it causes it to absorb down into anything that you're putting it in. So whether that's your skin for moisture, whether it is your hair for moisture. So this was so amazing. It made my hair so soft, and I did use this once under a gel for a wash and go, and it did wonderfully. It reminded me of Kinky Curly Not Today's leave-in, and you know what I'm talking about, that one that everybody loves because it is so moisturizing, and a lot of us were adding water to it trying to extend it. This reminds me of that, and so I believe I got this little one on clearance for $5 somewhere at a Walgreens. But I love this stuff. Have you ever used this before? I know you all have heard of the OGX brand, but this particular hydrating treatment you can use as a leave-in. It says you can apply to damp hair for maximum effect. Start with 2 or 3 pumps depending on hair length and spread throughout the strands and evenly distribute with a comb. Leave on and style hair as usual. It is so good. So good. It doesn't have a whole lot of shine, but the moisturizing effects are the hydrating effects are phenomenal. It goes down and it just plumps up those hair strands, fills it with moisture, hyaluronic acid. So if you see that in a skin product or a hair product, know that it is very good for adding hydration. And the last one for today is Honey's Handmade Nut and Honey Conditioning Hair Milk. Now, their milks are so thick that they are able to put them in a jar. Most milks are in squeeze bottles, and this one I use as a leave-in. I'm almost done with this one as well. It is very moisturizing. It reminds me a lot of the leave-in condish that they have that everyone is so in love with right now. If you like that one, you will love this one. I'm really surprised. I'm gonna say honestly, I like this one better. I like this better than that leave-in condish. This one has water, coconut milk, orange blossom water, shea butter, maru, horsetail, black castor, avocado, almond oil, argan oil, grapeseed oil, and hemp. It is that's thick for them. This almost looks like a deep conditioner for them. Typically their milks are a little bit thinner, and the thickest thing I have seen from them are their deep conditioners. Oh, and their custards. Their custards are kind of a little bit thick too, but oh, this smells so good. I guess it's shea butter that I'm smelling. I do smell like a nut flavor, but this is very good. If you think that leave-in conditioner is not good enough, then this nut and honey conditioning hair milk, which I do know that they still make, is very good. You should try this. You know, I'm a new Honey's Handmade fan, especially of their co-washes, leave-ins, and deep conditioners. Perfection. Absolute perfection. Okay, you guys, that is it for today. I have got to sort of get in mind how many of these I'm going to show, and learn to be quiet and narrow down some of these conversations so that I can try to keep these videos within 10 minutes or so. That's the goal. And so maybe if I don't choose so many at one time, then I can get that done. So I'm going to work on that, I promise. If you have not subscribed as of yet, then please feel free to subscribe. This is sort of the process I'm going to use over the next few videos to show you the leave-in conditioners. Thank you guys so much for watching. For you all who wanted to see these and requested it, I so appreciate you, and I am so thrilled to be able to show you these and for us to kind of conversate about them and share our ideas and our reviews and thoughts. You guys have a great day. Stay safe, and until next time, bye bye.